Hi there, sign of Aquarius. This is Kim here to do your reading. It's going to be a reading for next 48 hour, your weekly, your monthly, and then an advice. They're going to be in columns, just like that. First, we're going to pull oracle cards for you to head it off, and then we'll go from there with the tarot. I'm going to use the Enchanted for Hoxa Tarot. It should be linked. All right, so opening up to Aquarius, the spirit team, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, messages for their most high. Give me the next 48-hour first message, please. Next 48-hour message first. Indecision and relationships. What's this? Page of Cups. You're not sure if something is hopeful or not regarding a relationship. Like you're almost undecided as to whether or not something is going to be, I don't know, beneficial for you, worth it for you. The indecision card says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. The relationships card says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay. So what about the weekly then? Wow. Why that? Why that? Okay, so we're definitely going to get clarifying. Guilt is coming out for the week as far as being like an emotion that, or a belief that's not going to assist your growth. Guilt can kind of limit you. The other side to how of feeling like that would be feeling the forgiveness, be feeling that you know, you're actually, I know you've heard this whole lot, but you're that perfect soul. This is an imperfect avatar. It's just earth body. There's no need to carry guilt. We're going to go more into that. That's the message, though. What is the monthly message for December 2023 for Aquarius? Tell them what's on the bottom. Abundance is on the bottom. Abundance is on the bottom, and I'm going to put it off to the side. We're actually going to keep it. We're definitely going to use it. What do I have? What do I have? Worry and forgiveness. See, on the other end of this, embracing forgiveness and stop worrying so much. The worry says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Forgiveness says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment will block the flow of love. So there's something about that. I'm going to take the bottom of the deck as your advice card, because I think that it is the advice. The abundance card says, I'm a limitless being. Oh, we have love on the bottom. Seriously? I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into physical reality. And then you have love underneath that. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Just a really sweet message for you here, Aquarius. So let's go ahead. Let's go into this a little bit deeper. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna pull from these next. Oh, you can't even see that. Right, there we go. I'm gonna pull from this deck. This is called The Real Talk, and I don't think they have a tag for it on YouTube, so you can get this off of Etsy if you're interested in this deck. It's a very cute, sweet little deck, and it does help out quite a bit. Next 48 hour, tell me a little bit more about that soundtrack. Don't forget your music. Music can lift your vibe. It can, you know, be that thing that immediately, almost for some people, calming. What is the soundtrack to your life? So every hero needs a theme music, and you are no exception. What are you consistently listening to, and what are you consistently telling yourself? So what are the lyrics that you're listening to, in a sense? Is the music supporting your high vibe? It says, ensure that the soundtrack of your life is filled with affirmations, positivity, and motivation. All right. Soundtrack. Tell me, why is guilt here for the week? Why is guilt here? And that one wanted to come out. Well, I mean, it was on the bottom, right? So we saw it. You're protected. You are protected. Imagine being washed over by magical waters that cleanse and protect you. Set your intentions and move forward without fear. If you are fully protected, what can stop you? And it says, that's right, nothing. So you're protected. About this monthly energy here for Aquarius. Wow, it flew up. You are like fine wine here. Like the finest of wines, as you age, you become more complex, distinct, and valuable. With the knowledge and the experiences gained along the way, celebrate all the flavor you've acquired thus far. And then the advice cards over here. Love and abundance. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Aww. And then we have the beauty card. That's so beautiful. The beauty that you recognize in the world is simply a reflection of your own. Take time to appreciate all of the beauty inside and out. Seems a little bit dark. Oops. Trying to get a little bit brighter, but that'll work. That'll work. It gets really hot in here. So anyway, beauty, the beauty you recognize in the world is simply a reflection of your own. Take time out to appreciate all the beauty inside and outside of your life. This is a way of instantly shifting your perspective to one of gratitude. So that's for the advice. I love that. So that is for your advice. Now let's pull from the tarot and see what messages after I get a sip of coffee. Okay. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Spirit guides, angels, higher self. How to help Aquarius see the beauty in all things. All right. Tell me about the next 48 hour for Aquarius. What do they need to know about indecision, relationships, and soundtrack? Ooh. And do you see how it's like it's kicking this card over, saying like this is what's coming? So it's either you or somebody making you feel like you're out of a group, or that you feel alone, or that you don't belong. You're looking at what you have grown, but something has happened here and these things are no longer growing. And then behind the person with this 5 of Earth energy, there's worry because there's wolves, and they're red in color. They have an intent for blood. They're out for blood. So I don't know why this has come up, but I know that it might have something to do with abundance, because this might be a lack mentality of like, don't sit around looking too much at what you, or dwelling on what we don't have, or feeling out. And then I have the Council of Monarchs, number 4. It is the Emperor card actually in this deck, and it has to do with like the order of things. you have all the elements here, but you have like a certain, there's a certain universal order. I'm taking this as something that you're just not going to understand here, but one day we'll be able to understand that something was for your safety, even though it feels like this 4-5, you are ascending out of this situation. This is the opposite of this energy. This is like stable. This is order. This is feeling lost. Okay, not understanding why you're having to deal with a worry at this time, or some kind of worry. Tell me about the weekly, about guilt. Things keep coming out in twos, so there's a really big emphasis on your own choice here. Three of air reverse, the 6 of water in the reverse. You might be feeling guilty or feeling bad that you're ready to part ways with somebody. Absolutely, maybe ready to leave something in the past. I don't know if this is like, if it's soulmate and separation, like you're wanting to let go of this hurtful past because there is definitely, you know, a soulmate out there that's meant to be in your life, but this is representing the parting of ways, and possibly feeling kind of guilty because of, maybe you're wanting to leave somebody out in the cold. Maybe you're wanting to put something behind you because of it being hurtful. Or if this is family things, then there's a lot of healing. There's a whole lot of healing. I don't think you should feel guilty for leaving, though. That's your message. Remember, I do offer private readings if you need a private reading. If you feel like this resonates and you actually need me to go deeper, check in the description box and you will find a link to my site. And you can book a personal reading. Make sure you leave a really long note letting me know exactly like what you're wanting to know. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, and this is ready to move, to put something in the past, ready to move on. And that might be talking about that metaphorically, or it might be like actually like you're ready to move on. Tell me about the worry and tell me about forgiveness. Look at it coming out in a 2 again. I promise you this deck does not come out in 2s all the time. It really doesn't. This deck normally, you know, has the 1 card comes out at a time, but geez. Whew. Okay, Devil in reverse. The Knight of Earth in reverse. It's kind of like asking for forgiveness for straying off the path. In a way, or for having to separate from whatever is attached to you that is something. Look, I'm even getting a connection of some kind of chemical or a behavior where it is more so the addiction that leads to promises not being kept, or somebody's honesty falling through, or there just being some kind of huge delay, like it being attached to some kind of addiction or unhealthy attachment here. And it's if this is a person, it's making this person feel and look bad for not being dependable here. And maybe they're asking for forgiveness while they had to deal with their demons, or this is going to be your energy in the month, is dealing with your demons, because it's in the reverse. So you are letting it go. But can you forgive somebody for already, if they've already messed up, can you forgive somebody for already messing up? Oops. All right. There. We'll clarify. Give us something for advice, and then we're going to go back over these and we're going to clarify them. And there's your 2 more. There's your 2s. New partnerships are more than likely, there's changes in new partnerships going to come into your life. I see, oh, wow. Okay. You may be going places. You may be going places. I mean, of course, you're always going places and everything's for the better here. But you know what? I'm going to use my double majors deck to clarify for you. Just because I'm feeling pulled to it. I don't usually feel pulled at all to pull from this deck because it's different. There's 2 different types of each major. The Queen of Fire is in the reverse and the Death card is upright. This is for the advice, okay? So if I'm looking at this for advice, it's like not wanting to take a risk at this time, or not wanting to attract something to you at this time because there is some kind of major change or transformation or an ending that is going to happen. Now, it can also be that there is an ending or closing because somebody was being too submissive. I'm gonna clarify. Too submissive is what I'm getting. Submissive. And the Death card equals changes. Oops. Death card equals changes. Possibly are we parting ways? And that, I mean, that, I don't know. I don't know. Spirit, tell me, what about this? It feels very temporary, but tell me about this next 48-hour. Give us some clarification here. Council of Monarchs, 5 of Earth. Lovers. And there's 2, so we don't have to take reversals here, but I definitely feel like this has something to do with either making or breaking a partnership with the Lovers coming out here. That looks horrible. I don't know why'd I do that so quick. Anyway, this is a little bit better. Not much, but a little better. These are crossroads in your lives, and so tell me about this decision next 48 hour and the soulmate energy, this relationship. Tell me more about the Lovers. Opening your heart and giving somebody, not necessarily the same person, doesn't have to be, but the Fool here is the kind that's coming out saying to take a leap of faith, and that it's safe to open your heart at this time, even after whatever this past energy has been. Or it's saying there's a soulmate about to come into your life, and you're going to be beckoned by the universe here to be like, hey, take, shoving you in that direction. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. And we're already at 18 minutes. God. I know. Okay, so Gemini and Aries energy there. All right, so what about the guilt? If we're putting something in the past and somebody's parting ways, why do we have guilt then? What about guilt? What about the guilt? Well, this is your energy, but it's you not... If it's you, Aquarius, it's you being like, I want to part ways, and feeling guilty that you just really don't want anything to do with either this person, or, I mean, you don't really wish well for this situation. You just want an ending. You don't feel really bad about it. You maybe even feel a little sarcastic about it. Looks upset. Tell me more. The Hermit. The Hermit is telling you to go within. This can be an unresolved legal matter also yet. 9 is telling you to go within. That the Hermit here is telling you to go within. Virgo energy, find something within yourself. You're the star. It's, you know what, and I'm getting the message that you may feel a little trapped here. Like you don't want to be somebody else's star. You are the star. You're like saying, let me out of that. I don't know. I feel like feeling guilty or of wanting to get out of a situation because it feels trapped. All right, so we're moving right along. Tell me about what we're getting rid of with our monthly, the Devil in reverse. What are we getting rid of? Don't believe all that you hear. The Page of Swords is like saying, get your own information, do your own research, understand that you are still learning, and that everybody else that's in your life is also on this journey because they are learning too. That's usually what makes it a little bit easier for forgiveness or not to worry about a situation, is that some of these things were already planned out, and that's hard to even say. So do your own information, your own research before you jump the gun and of being like, this person or this situation is undependable. Tell me about the Queen of Fire. Another Lovers. Now, so the Double Majors deck has, this is the rain or shine Lovers, basically. Like, even if it's cloudy outside, you're still with this person, or you're still with this energy, or this person's still coming, whether it's rain or shine. Waiting for the most opportune moment is something that's really important. Because of the timing, I don't know, it could be ready to storm. In a metaphorical sense, it could be ready to storm. So that might be why somebody is being like low risk at this time. I hope you're getting these messages. You're probably very bored with the traditional ways of doing things just by being a Aquarius. Like, that's the way they always do it. Oh, well, that probably bores you. Tell me about the Death card, the change, the transformation. Yeah. This Page of Pentacles it's the second one. It reminds me of somebody who's going to invest, and well, they will definitely not do it the way that you tell them to. They will do something completely different. And I'm not looking at this as like, don't repeat a lesson. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it as major change and transformation. Somebody is breaking, I feel like it's probably you breaking out of the mold and doing some kind of radical way to invest. There's something about some radical way to invest, and it's different. It's different. It's going to bring change and progress. Like a whole new way to do something is what I'm getting. 6-6, what's your thoughts? Maybe it's time to, with this relationship and the Hermit, to spend some time gathering your thoughts by yourself, doing your own research. And Judgment, and that's the second one. It has to do with kind of like being like, I'm going to let go of all resentment. I'm going to let go. I'm going to actually embrace forgiveness, so that we can all hear the call and be free. Is what I'm getting. It can be scary to feel vulnerable, to feel like somebody knows something about you, or like you've always got to protect yourself, or always worried about something. But embrace your vulnerability at this time. It might be your gift, actually. It might be your gift, your sensitivity. It might be what triggers you to do something in a very new and innovative way. So, you know what, guys? I'm going to wrap up because it's getting kind of long for just a regular general reading. I'm going to pull from this deck, which it is the mixture of my oracles. Whoa. Oh, and I love beauties like coming out saying, talk about beauty once again. Be true to who you are. You are your own person, but sometimes our sense of safety and self can be wrapped up in something else, which can hinder our ability to trust ourselves and our intuition. It can lead us to betray ourselves for that which we identify with. Separate yourself as you can so that you have space to come forth, and do not be disheartened if this takes time. Okay, I also have changing DNA. Everything within my cellular structure is changeable because each molecule is a piece of God. I am healthy, I am holy, I am whole. Animals, beautiful. And manifest my co-creations. Right now I have an entire entourage working behind the scenes to manifest my co-creations. And I move forward with grace and ease. And that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Sending you much love and light. Bye-bye.